Yes, hello, welcome back to Gooner Gathering. My name is Posh Bertie, the poshest man in all of sports entertainment. And oh boy, this is going to be a fantastic video and a fantastic match to talk about. Joining me as ever is Gooner Gathering's founding father, Mr. Gooner Lee Meads. Lee Meadows, how are you today?
I am absolutely wonderful. Coach's Corner is in the chat already. And yes, we saw him yesterday in True Goon stream. So that was good to see. Yeah, welcome in. And he's saying straight away, Party was the difference maker. Yes, we'll get into all of that in just a minute. But yeah, so I'm doing very well. I'm just a little bit disappointed by mine. I've got all my microphone all set up and everything, and nothing's working. So we'll have another try another day. Chris is in the chat as well. Good evening, all he says, and I actually think we should break away just for a second because I think the penalty in the Merseyside derby
isn't working. Brilliant. Yeah.
Could this go any better? I am not sure what.
Joe, what? I'm going to move away here for a minute so I can charge it in a place that would work. Bear with me.
So as we'll go through with this, we're just looking at a VAR check. We're looking at the pass going through there. So I know this is already a mess. Coach is saying, yeah, we may lose this night. Well, yeah, I don't know if it's ours to lose, to be honest, because City are all yeah they've got the game to play against Brighton tomorrow, but we have the money in the bank, as you might like to say. So we'll see what happens. Right, AFC always is in the chat, and he says high five, Lee and Bertetta.
Good to see you.
There we go. I think Bertie's gone onto his phone, so at least I can hear you. That's a good start. And yeah, they're still checking the VAR on the Merseyside derby. So what I will do, Bertie, when the lineup came out for the game yesterday, what were your thoughts?
I'm really focusing on my charger here because I don't think it's working, and my battery's on 55%. So I'm going to probably end up cutting out midway through the video. But first of all, when it comes to the midfield, yes, it's finally been the mid. We've been asking for this all season. The last time we started with that midfield was in the Community Shield, and now finally, Partey, Rice, and Odegaard. It's a midfield that I, along with many others, have been calling for so many times. I know Partey has been injured, so he can't do that, but we've wanted it, and the times when Partey was available, Arteta thought, I'll play him at right back instead. But now, as they were available, it was there, and oh my word, that was possibly one of the best midfield performances I've seen this whole season. It was fantastic. It's not like I've been trying to say this for months or weeks or anything. Yeah, and Thomas Partey, he was the difference maker.
Absolutely, he had a decent game for most of it. If Bertie's a bit crackly, by the way, guys, because I know he is certainly in my ears. We can't do much about that at the moment.
You're crackling more than I am. Believe it.
Am I?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, that's good to know. Oh, right. Okay. Shall we give up now and go home? Let's call it Bret Hart against Yokozuna at WrestleMania 9. Let's go home straight away.
When's Hogan coming in?
Anytime soon. Just to put my eyes on the Merseyside derby for a minute, penalty was overturned on VAR because of an offside, and Liverpool came jolly close to scoring a goal there, a goal line clearance. Who was that? I'll keep an eye on who that was. But okay, let's. So So, like you said, you had the midfield combination that I know you've been waiting for a long time. Emerson Crozier is in the chat. Welcome, and I hope you're doing very well. Erdegaard says AFC always. Performance was outstanding.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. In the number 10 position, he was sensational. Let's get into Arsenal's first goal, shall we, Posh? Let's talk about. We're in the 4th minute. Declan Rice, in the middle of everything, like normal, manages to find Leonardo Trossard, whose left-footed drive in the near post. Goalkeeper's going to be upset with himself, I think, but we don't really care. It was 1-0 to Arsenal.
Oh, absolutely. The keeper, Petrovic, I think, should have done better from a Chelsea fan point of view, but this couldn't have been a better start. Obviously, wasn't there a bit of a penalty appeal or whatever early in the game, but it was ruled out for offside. That was
I thought I do.
But it was offside, so it's kind of irrelevant. And oh my, 4 minutes in, couldn't have asked for a better start. Worth noting that Palmer and Gusto weren't in the team. Some for Chelsea, some people would argue that was because of it. Hello, Devon, good to see you. But I don't care. That's the team. You can only play what's in front of you. Leandro Trossard, I've been saying, he's a fantastic player. He scores, and it's 4-0. He has been Trossard the past few games has been a difference maker.
He is actually. Okay, yeah, let me just put that up. Jackson had a TV show named after him. In case you didn't know, it was called Jackass. Thanks very much for that. That's fun. So, yes, indeed.
Johnny Knoxville.
Absolutely, yep. Main eventer against Sami Zayn, of course. But, so, yeah, an early start, really positive start. And we could have followed up with it for the second goal quite quickly. Let's go with Ben White finding Havertz, whose left-footed shot was saved by Petrovic. He actually did quite well this time on the near post. And following up from that, Ben sort of continued this attack, eventually find Saka, cross to Trossard, whose shot took a deflection off a defender, an instinctive save by the goalkeeper. So we've got a double save there by Petrovic, who tries to redeem himself after a poor start.
I don't know why my charger isn't working. I've got it charged. It's gone down from 55% to 54%. So that might be another. Unless my iPad is yet another another gadget that I have to take away, then that's absolutely fantastic. Or it could be an issue with my charger. I don't know. But yeah.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. If you leave me, you leave me. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'll just make use of you being there as you are at the moment.
I'm like Ian Beale. I've got nothing left. I think the only EastEnders reference I ever know. So I think you were saying about early in the first half and how we were performing. To be honest, ever since the first goal, there were doses where we were playing quite well, but much like the Wolves game, we started off very well, but it ended up being a bit flat. We kept giving the ball away to Chelsea a lot. They had their share of chances in the first half. If they actually had a striker that could finish, then it would have been a bit of a different game going into half time. So, and I was saying that it was quite average from us ever since the first goal. There were times when I thought the momentum that we had was slowing down. We weren't making our chances count. That was it. I had a feeling it was going to be one of those games where where we would do everything possible, but apart from find the back of the net. And
right.
Yeah, and I was saying, God, Havertz was not good in the first half. I was saying, Havertz, honestly, he was going to be my bad books. That changed in the second half, obviously. But I was saying, ever since the first goal, it was frustrating that we weren't making our chances count. and that was a big problem for the first half. First half only, might I add.
Okay. Thank you very much for that. So we'll sort of try and catch up a little bit on some of the chat here. AFC always saying that as Ray won the Golden Glove, I think he's well in contention to winning the Golden Glove. Emerson Crozier says,
actually.
Is he? That's fantastic. Well, he's earned it. And, people who want to criticise Raya ahead of Ramsdale, well, I think the correct expression is do it Brown and give your head a bit of a wobble.
You better recognise.
Exactly. So Emerson Crozier, I might have mentioned someone in your family that literally the other day when we were talking about Blackburn Rovers against Arsenal in the under 20 and 21s. Yes, I think it was. What is Nicholas Jackson's favourite group? It's the Jackson 5. It's a shame. Because on my little box of tricks here, I've got canned laughter in this as well. I would have pressed the button there, but never mind.
Yes. All Chelsea fans be saying, "I want you back" to Kai Havertz. AFC always says our goal difference is huge. It is. If by a scenario where it comes down to goal difference, the title, if it does, we have an incredibly huge advantage there. So that's something to keep an eye out on. And Chris says, big game this weekend. Me and Lucas are Arsenal, and my wife and Kai, not the Kai we're thinking of, are Tottenham.
Yeah.
Going to be fun in my house this weekend. Or Sunday's going to be. And we'll be live for it. That'll be fun.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm kind of thinking we might go a little bit earlier than normal. We'll go about 1:30, I think, on Sunday, because I'm sure we'll have a lot to talk about. Absolutely. So, and saw Chris earlier on today in real life as well. So it's good to see you in the chat there. So yeah, but she kind of alluded to this just a bit ago, right? Where we made the really quick start. But I think probably for the large part of the second half of the first half, I think Chelsea rather did play themselves into this game a little bit. I do have a little bit of a play to talk about for them. And Conor Gallagher, of course, the captain, found... now, let me get this name right. Madueke, yeah. Madueke, thank you. Played the ball. So this was a bit chaotic, this part of the game. Played the ball across the penalty area. Came to your favourite fullback at Chelsea, Cucurella, whose shot was saved by Raya. Came out again, then back to Cucurella, who crossed it over to Enzo Fernandez, who shot wide. That was a real big warning shot, I felt.
Yeah, I thought that that was a warning shot from Joe Wicks. Sorry, Cucurella, I beg your pardon.
Joe Wicks.
I think, I hope, by the way, I hope that shocking second half performance from him makes Edu think, all right, we're going to have to end this Arsenal and Chelsea partnership where we sign our players. Because I had a horrible feeling we were going to sign him or Ben Chilwell this summer to sort out left back problems.
Okay, Gorilla Monsoon time. Sorry. Will you stop?
I honestly, Chelsea had their fair share of chances in the first half, so thank God they didn't make them count as well as ours. Because both teams, I think, couldn't make their chances count in the first half. Only difference was we were one goal to the good and they weren't. So if Chelsea had more clinical players, it would have been a different game, in my opinion. So we should be thankful for that. But not that I'm complaining, based on what the second half happened.
Yeah, absolutely right. Catching up on the chat, AFC always is saying,
"Yep,
Partey, Rice, and Ødegaard must stop the North London derby."
Yep.
Do you think they're going to though?
They should. Whether they will, and whether we go with Jorginho instead, that is up for a debate. But I think they should. I really do.
Well, it's going to be an interesting debate. Maybe we'll get into that on the preview show on Friday.
Providing Tomiyasu is okay, I'll go unchanged.
Again, so Gunner Gathering's plans as far as going forward this week. I don't know how long Bertie's going to last with me today if he's having iPad issues. But I'm kind of thinking that
it's not as charger issues. I think is more the case.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Okay. So I do have the Merseyside derby going on in front of me at the moment. As Pickford just picks up the ball off Nunes. Actually, he just intercepted it. Nunes would have been in there. So I plan whether anyone on my team can join me tomorrow or not. Doesn't matter. I'm going to be in position for commentary for Brighton versus Manchester City tomorrow. We'll do a preview show on Friday, presuming that Mikel Arteta's press conference would have gone ahead on sometime in the day on Friday. So, and then of course on Sunday we'll do the live game ourselves. That's kind of the plan. As far as I see. Into the chat. Let me just make sure I've got that. Chris says I was working hard. Bless you. Mark, if you're watching, Chris says I was working really hard. Mark is my store manager. He's also a subscriber to Gunner Gathering. And Emerson says, why is this getting slow all of a sudden? Everything's going wrong. I don't like it. Emerson says, thanks. The younger players and the team coach coming back from the under-21 match were all delighted for Timber's goal, and we were replaying it on the team coach TV as the analyst was showing it. Did you see Arsenal versus Blackburn on Monday night?
No, I did not see that. I saw Timber's goal, which is very promising. Could he be on the bench for the Spurs game, do you think?
I think that would be very ambitious to say the least. He's played 45 minutes. You'll be very pleased to know he played inverted.
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that. Hopefully that's a Jack Wilshere decision rather than a Mikel Arteta decision.
But what I will say, he looked good out there. He sprayed the ball out well. What I don't want to see out of Timber at this stage is for him to be rushed back. That'll be a mistake as far as I'm concerned, especially when you still have Kivior and you still have your favourite left back in Zinchenko still into play. I'm going to have to mute myself. I think I'm going to sneeze.
So as Lee Meadows sneezes, I think this is if you're talking about Timbers in the first team, the Everton game is the last game of the season. So if they're looking until that, then okay. If that's the case,
yeah.
All right.
Like I said,
I wouldn't rush anyone back from an ACL.
Absolutely. But I think the encouraging thing for him was he looked good out there. He looked positive. He scored an absolute worldie of a goal in the top corner. And, hopefully the recovery. So the post match, they would have gone in for like warm down on Tuesday, and he'll be back in training for properly on Wednesday. As I've got an update on a goal for Bournemouth.
Yes.
Bournemouth away from home against Wolves. It's 1-0. And I didn't quite catch the name, unfortunately, but it's 1-0 to Bournemouth. So, he'll be back in training. I would imagine they might look to get him back into another under-21 game if there's another one coming out quite soon. And they did talk about maybe internal game as well.
I have no idea what you just said there. It crackled like nobody's business, I'm afraid.
Can I ask the chat, can you guys hear me? Because If not, we might have a bit of an issue. And if I have an issue, I'll switch over to another device. What I said was with Timber, I wouldn't be surprised if they put him into another under-21 game. I would imagine he would have been gone through like the cool down in training with the under-21s on Tuesday, and they would have been back in training on Wednesday. You hear that okay?
Yes, I could hear that, yeah. We'll see how it goes with Timber. But again, it's important not to rush anyone back from an ACL injury.
Yeah, okay. As I wait from a response from the comments section, let's talk about the second half of the game yesterday, shall we? Let's talk about. There is a glaring miss, which we probably should talk about, and Ødegaard, who I thought was absolutely magnificent in the whole game, from what I've seen in the highlights. Played a through pass to Havertz, who absolutely probably should have scored to make it 2-0.
Yeah. Oh my! Ødegaard's performance was outstanding. Some of the through balls that he did was absolutely superb. It was fantastic. I can't speak highly of him. Honestly, I think this is much like how Declan Rice performed. The big difference was Thomas Partey. When Thomas Partey it ends up being in midfield for us, Rice and Ødegaard end up being. We know they're already incredible, but when Partey starts, they end up being even more better than we know they can be, if that makes sense. But yeah, so Partey's a big difference maker there. Ødegaard, yeah, was incredible. And yeah, there was a chance, and Havertz should have scored it. He should have got a hat-trick. And at the time, I was ready to tweet, take Havertz off. I'm sorry, he's awful. He's back to his old ways again. And then some more goals happened, which we'll get to in a minute.
Okay.
I agree with AFC there.
Think Partey had made the difference to how well Ødegaard played. See, it's funny. I believe that's a goal for Everton, guys. Yeah, there's a goal for Everton in the Merseyside derby. I'm literally just seeing it for the first time. Let's have a look who's scoring it. It's Braithwaite, isn't it? That's the young defender, isn't it?
I think he is a defender, yeah.
Bit of a scrappy bit of defending. And yeah, that's 1-0 to Everton. Right, on the back of Chris's comment, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to see if I can jump in on the phone and see if that's going to be better. There's a VAR check on that goal. So what I do before I leave, yes, and hello BX, hope you are doing well as well. I see you in the chat. I think the goal is given. So there is someone in an offside position. I think it's Calvert-Lewin, but because he's not involved in the play, he's going to be onside, I think. I'm just going to see this through, but I think the goal is going to be given, at least initially. Right. Let's just... Yeah, so I will point out as well for this bit on that big Havertz miss that Trossard was right up with him. I don't blame Havertz for shooting though, because he's he was playing in a striker role, and I have no complaints in him having a goal on that one. Right. Very shortly afterwards, though, a short corner. I know you'll like this, but a short corner actually worked for Arsenal's second goal. And after I finish talking on this, I'm going to probably leave on this and go to the phone if it's better. All right? But I'll leave you with your thoughts on the second goal. A short corner, Saka and Ødegaard working it together. Saka, done the layoff to Declan Rice. Drive the shot seemed to come off Thomas Partey. Then he just sort of ended up with Benjamin White to put it in for the second goal.
Oh, we needed that second goal. We really needed that second goal. And Declan Rice shot originally. It was saved by Petrovic, the keeper. And then Ben White with the rebound. 2-0 to the Arsenal. We needed that. We had so many chances we wasted in the first half. And I kept saying, look, we've got to make our chances count. If we're not careful, a Chelsea equaliser will be coming. And it will be a different game, won't it? And then when we needed it to happen most, we did it 50-odd minutes in. I can't remember what the exact time was. Declan Rice with the shot. Petrovic with the save, Ben White with the rebound, and it's 2-0, and it looked like, okay, we're in control again. That's the 2-goal cushion we needed. Ben Orange, as I christened him on Twitter, because he looks like some lad in Ibiza, doesn't he, with that orange tan. It was a great goal from him when I said he should stop shooting. Although in my defence, his first goal was a rebound, and the second goal was his second goal he scored was a cross. But that's by the by. Very good finish, 2-0 to Arsenal, and we were firmly in control once again. And it just went smooth sailing from here, didn't it? I'm not going to talk about Havertz just yet because I'm going to wait till Lee comes back. But yeah.
Well, look, I am still here, but I can't get in on my phone, which is really frustrating me. Everything is going wrong on this stream, so I'm not best happy. I'm not a happy Goonally Meads, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
So I think as it stands with this at the moment, as certainly as I'm with Bertie here, I think I'm going to have to persevere as best as I can. All right.
Yeah.
So. Let's go to 3-0, shall we? Another great pass from Ødegaard, and Havertz made sure this one didn't go awry. This one went straight in, left-footed. Good old Kai. Told you, didn't
I? Once again, right? Ødegaard, brilliant through ball. We've got to give him that credit there. That was one of the best through balls I've seen from him in a while. And he found Kai Havertz one-on-one. I think it was Cucurella who was marking him, I think. It might have been someone else. I'm not sure. It was Cucurella. Yeah, Havertz was being tightly marked, but he went past Cucurella. It was a one-on-one. I thought, surely, please, Kai, do you do it against your old club? Oh, he did. He did. And I said it's such a shame I didn't do a watch along, because anyone who thinks that I have a deliberate agenda against Kai and want him to do badly just so I'm proven right, if you saw my celebration for that goal, that would be proven wrong. That thought would have gone out the window. I was so happy that he did that against his old club as well. It's just fantastic. So I am happy for Kai Havertz. Because I actually was wondering before that, genuinely, when was the last time Kai Havertz hasn't scored against a Big Six club so far playing for Arsenal? Chelsea's a Big Six club nowadays, but he has, and
big club. Well, I would certainly say a reputation.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, 3-0 to Arsenal, and Kai Havertz scored against his old club, and I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. And it was a massacre from there. AFC always says, is there a better right back in the Premier League than Ben Tand? Is there a better right back than Ben Orange at the moment? Well,
he's my favourite.
That's up for a debate.
It certainly is. But if you consider all the nonsense that Ben has had to put up with in terms of the criticism about the England thing as well, I think the best way to respond to that criticism is to put in the performances that he has been putting in for Arsenal and fair play to him. I think we're very, very lucky to have him amongst our squad, to be honest. I think he's brilliant, and I think his tomfoolery, I think, is the best word I can use on that pitch as well. Is something a bit special as well.
Yeah. So Gareth Southgate was in the mud as well in that game. Things can't get any better.
Bit like this, Dre, nothing can get any better because I barely heard you spoke there. But there you go. I'm very simple. I heard you just about.
Okay.
I just about heard you. Right. Do you know what? I'm not often flustered. I am a bit tonight, guys, because everything's going so well.
Yeah.
But so let's get into. Here we go. There's a big miss here, which I think is probably right. We need to talk about at 3-0. The member of the Young Bucks, Nick Jackson, showed that he should probably stick to wrestling in AEW by finding the side netting from 2 yards as opposed to putting the ball in the net. Mark Goldbridge said he probably would have scored in this occasion. What do you think?
I'm actually going to move back to my original setting here because the charging makes no difference whatsoever. It's still going down despite charging, so bear with me. Yeah,
my days.
that was a big chance for Chelsea, and Nicholas Jackson being Nicholas Jackson, he missed it, and yeah, we got lucky there. Would have it made a difference to how Chelsea played? I don't really know, but yeah, it made our chances of a clean sheet seem more likely, though.
Yeah, absolutely, and news of an unbelievable score at Old Trafford. It is Man United 0, Sheffield United 1. Bogle with the score. Unreal, 35 or so minutes on the clock on that one. My gosh.
Whether it lasts is a different story, but oh my word, please, Sheffield.
Well, again, it's tickled me a little bit like Dolly Parton did on Saturday. But so let's get into sort of Arsenal's fourth goal. Yeah, I know we're sort of onto fantasy football realms here, but yeah, we did actually score all these goals, and I'll tell you what, I was so pleased to see Saka involved in this one. Starboy on the right hand side, teed it up for Havertz. One touch control, left foot finish. Thank you very much. 4-0. Lovely, lovely, jubbly.
Yes. Just yeah. That's the first time playing for us where Havertz has scored more than one goal. And what better team to do that against than Chelsea, than his old club? Yeah, lovely play from Saka, and Havertz finished it. Arsenal 4, Chelsea 0, and Kai Havertz getting 2 goals. I mean, and I was thinking that we were the banter club in football, but not today. We weren't. Oh, that felt good. And honestly, I wish I did a watch along for that game, whether on Gooner Gathering or on my channel, I don't know, but I wish I did it because the celebrations that I did when, although I probably would have been, yeah. It was fantastic.
You would have been taken off air, is probably what I think you're saying.
I would have been taken off for saying some naughty words in excitement, but yeah.
It wouldn't be like whoopie-doo or anything like that, no?
Oh no! It was crazy, absolutely crazy, and 4-0 against Chelsea. You know, I was wondering we've been beaten 4-5-0 many times. When was the last time we did that against like a big boy club? When was the last time we did that? And finally, it looks like that moment was going to happen, and Kai Havertz scores again, as they say. 2 goals against Chelsea. Couldn't have asked.
Beautiful.
Couldn't have asked for a better. I wish he had a hat trick. He should have got a hat trick.
Yeah.
The chance he had in the first half, he should have got a hat trick. But
I agree.
and I was a bit sad that he got taken off. But I suppose you gotta don't want to take any risks, don't you?
You have to spread the workload. Yeah, absolutely. And of course, Jesus came on, Martinelli came on, even Zinchenko and Fabio Vieira came on. So that was a good time. Let's talk about the fifth and final goal. The fifth time we put the ball in the net. And we'll get into AFC always in just a second. So Saka and Odegaard linking up once more. The chip to Benjamin White. Was this just a beautiful lob, much like Modric at the bridge, or did Ben just scuff it a little bit? I know it's gone in.
Or Didier Drogba, as we're talking about Chelsea that one time.
Yeah.
But yeah, not that I'm comparing Ben White to Didier Drogba, but you know, I've heard crazier things. Someone compared Kai Havertz to Dennis Bergkamp, but hey, 2 goals. I'm not saying.
Would that be me?
Oh my word! It just that he didn't. I don't think he meant that. If he did, then oh my word, that is for a right back. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, someone said Ben White should stop shooting. And if he meant
Who said that, Posh?
Might have been me. If Ben White did mean that, oh my word, that was just fantastic. If he didn't mean that, that's still quite good anyway because it ended up in the back of the net. It could have been 30-0. Yeah, if we made some of our chances count in the first half, and Martinelli had a chance in the latter stages as well when he came on. It could have been. It was a massacre. But it could have been a really embarrassing one. It could have been like Liverpool, Man United levels of a high score line there, couldn't it?
And for me to answer AFC always comment in the chat here, I think you can probably tell by White's face that he didn't mean it. Ben is such a absolutely. But do you know what? We'll take it. Absolutely, we'll take it. And I always felt with this game, that Arsenal were going to win this one, and I did feel that we're going to do well. What I didn't anticipate is us doing some damage on the old goal difference, particularly if we're looking what Liverpool are doing right now, and they're losing. And they've still got about 3 minutes to play in the first half. Bit of injury time as there's a bit of an injury worry in the left back situation at Everton. But for us to do another +5, a clean sheet as well, is amazing effort. And then I'm not going to get myself carried away. I'm not going to allow myself to do that. But and I haven't got the stats in front of me, and the way the technology is working tonight, I'm a little bit scared to go and divert myself and put myself on another device and have a look at that. 15 clean sheets, is that right for this season? It's not a bad opening season.
I'd say that it's around that number, and apparently that clean sheet has made David Raya has guaranteed that he wins the Golden Glove. A lot of people raised an eyebrow, like The Rock, over Arteta replacing Ramsdale with Raya.
What a save! What a save, Jordan Pickford off Luis Diaz there.
Ooh,
unbelievable. Mo Salah and Nunez linking up with a header. Just got him from about 6 yards out. Pickford made himself big and he's done a brilliant save with his feet. Absolutely world class from Pickford. Yeah, you won't get me saying that very often. But that was brilliant.
I'm not watching the game. I'll have to check that out when we go off air. But yeah, speaking of goalkeepers, David Raya I think overall has been really good for us, and he suits the way we play very well. And it's the moment he concedes a goal and the moment he makes a mistake, you get the same people who who would probably hate it if I keep slating Havertz all the time, would have said, send him back to Brentford. Oh, he's not good enough. Get Ramsdale back in. He's got really great distribution. David Raya, he's been brilliant, and I hopefully I do hope he'll become our full-time goalkeeper going into next season, because don't remember, it's still a loan.
Yeah. From my understanding, I think the deal is all but done. I don't believe the club, if the club has announced it's a full-time deal, I haven't seen it yet. It would probably be a distraction to announce that right now. I would imagine that was something that would happen potentially after the Everton game. Equaliser at Old Trafford, Maguire.
Oh,
1-1.
Another player scoring against his old club.
Yeah, I suppose he is. Wow. Okay. So that's where we are, mate. That's where we are. Arsenal at the moment are 3 points clear, and of course there are games to play for the opposition. What are your thoughts on this? I'd rather have the points on the board than the games to catch up on.
It doesn't make a difference really, because we've all got to play. We've all got to play 38 games a season. And of course, I think Man City have got a game in hand. I don't think is that tomorrow against Brighton. They
play Brighton tomorrow. I will be here in this very seat, I would imagine, probably working with a microphone that might be working a bit better, hopefully. So
be better audio as well.
It sounds all right in my ears, to be honest with you, but I'll have to watch it back, mate. They've got them to play. I believe. Sorry, sir.
That was a big old crackle.
Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Right. I was trying to say that. So we played the earlier game on Monday. Sunday. Then City play after us. So we've got the big game against Tottenham. What I also say is Tottenham have got a massive plot to play in whichever turn this title race have got, because they play all of us. I believe they've got Liverpool coming up as well, according to my big mate Duncan from a certain supermarket brand I won't mention right now. Big cross in there. Pickford does very well again. AFC always saying, Lee, I agree with you. Always prefer to have points on the board than the games in hand. So I suppose that's basically is the review just about up, isn't it, mate?
Yeah. And AFC Always, there's two comments I'd like to say from AFC Always. He says, if only we beat Villa, we'd be on 80 points. That'll happen soon, hopefully. I want us to beat Tottenham. I don't want our title campaign to end at the hands of Tottenham. We can't let that happen. We really can't let that happen. And I want to do what we did. We couldn't do at the Emirates and give them a big old juicy humbling on Sunday. AFC Always says, who was your man of the match for me? I went with Partey. The fact that he has missed the majority of the season, he was the Partey that we signed from Atletico Madrid. Yeah, that's a good shout. I think I was going to go for Odegaard, but I think Partey is probably a better shout because he was the difference maker. He made Rice and Odegaard. Both players are good, but we know he made Rice and Odegaard even better. And this is what I've been saying. Thomas Partey, there are people that want him gone. Be careful what you wish for because he's so good. He's so good. And he proved that, why should we waste money on a replacement that we might not need when we can focus on our new transfer budget on a striker and maybe a left back, or many other positions that we need when we've got Partey. And I think he should have another year at the club. That's what I think. Well, if he stays fully fit, then that's great. But yeah, that's what I think.
That's the question, though. Can he stay fully fit?
Well,
I've got to say, I'm one of those who really doubted whether he'd even get into the side. So he got into the side yesterday, and I thought for someone who hasn't played a high-intensity game like that in a long time, I thought he did incredibly well. And I'm quite happy to be proven wrong. So, yeah. I think you have a fan in AFC always.
I saw this. Yeah, I think hopefully Partey can stay fit. I don't believe he's an injury-prone player because when he was at Atletico Madrid, he was fine. I think it's a training issue. That's what I've said. But hopefully...
Are you saying this again?
No,
for the love of God.
It's true. And it's what happened with Smith Rowe as well.
Same with Smith Rowe, you reckon?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, maybe it may be that it may be growing pains with Smith Rowe. I'm not sure what it is. What I do know is I know the lad has struggled to get into any sort of game minutes. Even lately, when he has been on the bench, he's not been selected for one reason or another. That might be a debate for another day. Bertie, don't worry.
I didn't think that anyway, AFC always. You're absolutely fine.
Absolutely. We're all friends here. It's all good.
Oh my God, who's that outside the window? Is that no?
It's AFC. Who's at the door? It's Jackie Chan. No.
There he is.
There he is. So, as the halftime whistle has just blown in the Merseyside derby in front of me, it's 1-0 to Everton at halftime. Is there any other business you want to bring up on this review stream, Posh? Because I'm a bit wary of the fact that your tablets aren't working properly.
I think so I mentioned Thomas Partey. He performed very well. Player of the match contender. Odegaard was brilliant. Rice was brilliant. Every player I think was fantastic. David Raya gets the Golden Glove, which is I think is well deserved. If someone once again says, "Oh, Raya's not good enough, Ramsdale's better," I'm just going to say, "Who's got the Golden Glove?" So Kai Havertz gets 2 goals against his former club. That's things you love to see. I thought when he clicked into gear when that happened. That was good from him. I'm happy for Havertz. And it says in my subheading, Havertz owns Chelsea. I wish he got a hat-trick, but that wasn't the case. I do, me being the avid Smith Rowe fangirl that I am, I do wish he got he got some minutes off the bench. But no, it would have been really funny if he brought Cedric on. But luckily he didn't.
I'm kind of wondering if the boss has been watching your Football Manager stream and you use ESR on Sunday.
Oh my God. If the Tottenham game goes the same way as it did on Football Manager, that series will come back when I get my laptop back, don't worry. If that Tottenham game on Sunday goes the same way as the game did on Football Manager, 3 disallowed goals overturned for Tottenham, and Smith Rowe wins it in the 89th minute. Please. I mean, my blood pressure will go through the roof, but it will be worth it for the ending. Would you change anything for the North London derby? For me, I would go with the same lineup that played against Chelsea. I agree. Although Tomiyasu had a bit of a injury scare, didn't he? Much like against Bayern.
Did he?
In the second half? Yeah, he was down a bit and had to like warm up on the sideline a little bit. But hopefully he's all right, because I would go unchanged against Tottenham. I think that's our strongest 11 in my opinion.
I think the only
think that,
question.
but
Yeah, get you. I get you. The only sort of slight question mark I have would be how Party feels after the match yesterday, after playing the vast majority of it. If he's good to go, okay, I wouldn't be against it. I wouldn't be against either he or Jorginho, to be fair. I'm quite happy either of them. What I will say, much like AFC always says in the chat, please don't put 29 in midfield. Havertz, I think we both probably agreed, he does his much better work as the striker.
Don't put him in midfield and don't start Zinchenko.
Yeah, absolutely. And if there's an issue with Tomiyasu, you'd be going for Kivior, right?
You have to, yeah.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. Well, look, as far as the review part of the show goes, if that is all we have got to go with today, Posh, and if you want to go ahead and enjoy the rest of your evening, you can go ahead and do that. Because what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to put a banner on the screen in a moment. I am going to be right back after the half-time whistle or half-time finishes when the second half starts in the Merseyside derby. I'm going to adjust my audio equipment. Hopefully, you'll be able to hear me a bit better. And I'm going to continue this stream for the second half of the Merseyside derby. So, I'm likely to see you again on Friday in the preview stream. AFC always says if he starts Zinchenko and puts 29 in midfield, we won't win this North London derby. Okay, but I'm also thinking that Mikel knows what he's doing. I think, why the heck did you laugh at that?
He knew what he was doing against Bayern and Aston Villa, did he?
Thank you for joining us, Bertie. Goodbye. No, I'm joking.
Putting Nketiah on the bench. Not on the bench. I'm putting Nketiah coming off the bench against Bayern Munich when we needed a goal.
Well, he's a striker, isn't he? So
is he? He's barely a...
Yeah, he is. He is, yeah. I mean, you would have moaned if he put him in Zinchenko, wouldn't you? So... it's hilarious. It's hilarious for me that we're 3 points clear in the league and you still give comments like that away.
Well, let's hope we don't bottle the league then, shall we? Let's hope we go and
is it bottling in the league? Because look, I will say this: I think there's a difference between the race now this season than the one of last. And the fact that there's still 3 that are trying to fight for it, obviously, Liverpool are behind currently. It's an extraordinary title race this season. Lee, you honestly believe you trust in Arteta? Yeah, I do.
Well, you got it right yesterday.
I see massive improvements in what we're doing right now. And this is the thing. The joy about football is the game is all about opinions, right? I might think something, you might think something, AFC always might think something, everyone in the chat might think something different, and that's the beauty of the game. One of us might like Kai Havertz up front, some of us might like Nketiah. It don't matter. At the end of the day, we all can have opinions, and we can have a bit of fun with it as well, right?
Yeah. All I'm going to say, Arteta got a lot of things right yesterday. Definitely. Let's hope he can continue with that, and he can continue with that going into the final few games of the season, because these are very important, especially when you got North London derby coming up. You got a trip to Old Trafford coming up. Let's hope Arteta gets things right, because it's squeaky bum time, as they say. Anyway, I think that should do it for the review.
Absolutely, that will do it for the review. So I believe Arsenal have got 4 games left in the season. What an exciting finish we're going to have. We'll be back with the live Arsenal coverage on Sunday. Would you like to do your social media thing? I'll keep the stream running for another hour or so because I'm gonna keep on going with this.
Okay, no worries. So if I find the social media banner,
I've got it, mate. I've got it.
I've got it here. You can.
No, I've got it.
X at Posh Bertie. Instagram is at Bertie Wanderless. I also run Gooner Gathering's Instagram account, which is of course at Gooner Gathering.
It certainly is. I thank you for your time this evening, Posh Bertie. It's always been a pleasure to talk to you. If you want to leave me now and enjoy the rest of your evening, you can absolutely go ahead. Right. This stream is going to continue. So, Bertie, thank you very much for joining us. I will see you on Friday for the review show.
Have a cracking good time.
And I'm going to adjust my settings and get a new get my new microphone in place, guys. So what I'm going to do, I am going to have some music playing in the background just for a little while. And when I come back, hopefully I'll have some better audio and we'll go through the second half in the Merseyside derby. So I'll speak to you very shortly. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Be right back with you guys. Hold on a second. Right, hello. Thank you very much for all of you still with us here on Goon Gathering. We are going to go into a little bit of match mode now as the Merseyside derby continues. Can you hear me a bit better? Hopefully you can with the microphone in place. Let's see who is still in the comment section. Let's just try and load this up. I don't know why the thing's been very, very slow today, guys. You'll have to bear with me a little bit. The second half is underway. Right. I will get into the comments in just a moment, but we have a Liverpool corner to watch just now. It's going to be Andy Robinson who takes it on the left-hand side. There it comes. The outswinger Van Dijk with the header on target. Jordan Pickford made that look very, very easy. Van Dijk is actually pretty much unchallenged on that header. And Jordan Pickford makes it look very easy indeed. And unbelievably back at Old Trafford. Man United 1, Sheffield United 2. Diaz is the one who scored the second goal for the Blades. Excuse me. So as the ball is in Pickford's hands just at the moment, I'll go back into the comments section. And we can see AFC Always still here saying that's the beauty of football. It's all about a good debate. That's the thing, isn't it? You know, we can have a little bit of a ding dong battle like myself and Posh Bertie often do. But it's all a lot of fun, and ultimately we're all Arsenal fans in the best thing for the club, aren't we? That's the thing. And just to quote AFC Always once more, just the two of us, we can make it if we try, just the two of us, you and I. There you go. That's the singing you wanted. Right, so we'll get back into commentary mode. Van Dijk with the ball in the attacking half of the field for Liverpool players across field path. Ball is going the wrong way for Liverpool there. Mo Salah gets it right back to Alisson, the goalkeeper. Robinson gets the ball taken off his feet there by the Everton right back. But Luis Diaz and McAllister linking up there in the midfield. Just guys, let us know. Does the mic sound a little bit better? If you can let us know in the chat for me, that would be very helpful. Trent Alexander-Arnold finding Salah on the right wing, but all they're doing at the moment is keeping the possession. Van Dijk on the halfway line. Again, Diaz playing it 1-2s with the centre half at the moment. McAllister again. What I will do, let me take my battery pack off my phone and I'll go through the teams who we're looking at the moment. First of all, Robinson's cross gets into the penalty area and the goal scorer Braithwaite gets it away. Right, so let's go into the Everton lineup very quickly. There's a corner being taken by Robinson in just a second. And Pickford in goal, Godfrey, Tarkowski and Braithwaite centre half. Left back has been changed at half time. There's a shot from McAllister goes in, but it's deflected away. So Everton are going to attempt to counter-attack. Doesn't get anywhere at this time. So Ashley Young is the substitute for the second half. Harrison, Garner, Gueye, McNeil, Decore and Dominic Calvert-Lewin is up front for Everton. Another score update, and it's a goal for Crystal Palace. It's Mateta, 55th minute against Newcastle at Selhurst Park. Liverpool driving at Everton right now. It's away initially. McAllister laying it off. That's Jones running it into the penalty area. He's got 3 with it, and the shot is deflected. It's off Godfrey, and it's going to be another corner for Liverpool. Go for the Liverpool lineup. Alisson in goal, Alexander-Arnold, Canute, Van Dijk, Robinson, I can't say this name. Let's go through it in just a second because Van Dijk has got the ball. The 8th for Liverpool has a drive. They're just got in each other's way. Everton are going to attempt to counter-attack. Oh my goodness, Calvert-Lewin with an effort inside his own half. He thinks Alisson off his line. Decent effort, to be fair. Right, let's put that. Where's the lineup gone? At the moment when you need Sky app to work and it's not there. Brilliant. Robinson trying to attack there is Jones. Going right on the touchline, Luis Diaz. Godfrey cutting inside a bit. Alexander-Arnold with a lovely ball, and Robinson miscontrols there. Might have been offside on that one. Just mute myself for just a second. I need to talk to Mrs. M. I'm back with it. I'm just going to check with Mrs. M if the mic's working properly. So it's Jordan Pickford who's about to take the goal kick. I need to complete the Everton. No, I need to complete the Liverpool lineup, don't I? I can do that now. So Alisson, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Canute, Van Dijk, Robinson, Szoboszlai, Alexander. I already mentioned him. McAllister, Jones, Salah, Nunez, and Diaz. Van Dijk is on a booking. So they can hear me, yeah? Thank you very much, Anna. Cheers. Make sure you're hitting that like button. Give us a look. Like, get the chat excited. Everton might be in for another goal here. They've been playing advantage. There's a set up. Oh, it's a weak shot in the end. Idrissa Gueye with the shot that was tame. Straight from the goalkeeper's clearance, Diaz is going to make himself into the Everton penalty area. Salah, another weak finish, straight at Jordan Pickford there. An easy save. Snatched it. So, yeah. Bit of a waste there. But in saying that, Liverpool seem to have started the second half quite brightly. They are having the majority of the possession, that's for sure. We are nearly in the 56th minute of the game. Robinson is going to attack there again. Liverpool. Diaz plays the ball inside the penalty area. McAllister doesn't find anyone with his cross, and Everton are going to try and get it away. That's a nice crossfield ball, but it doesn't quite hit. Van Dijk gets in the way. Now, 11, I think it's Harrison, isn't it? An effort there, it's McNeil. Alisson does a very good save there. It's way outside the penalty area, but Alisson is his fist up, and it's going to be a corner for Everton. think I missed a comment there. We'll get to it in a minute. But Neil, we're the corner for Everton. That's a header and it's another goal. It's the second goal for Everton. It's Calvert-Lewin with initially looked like a completely unchallenged header. Klopp is smiling, but I'm not sure he's very happy. We'll just go through all the checks and make sure the goal's going to count. Don't think it's going to be disallowed, but we'll see. But it's 57 minutes on the clock, and Everton have got themselves a second goal. You can hear some music. Interesting. Let me have a look around the back end, see if I can find out what happened there. But it's Calvert-Lewin with an unchallenged header at the back post. It's battling this league title, AFC always. You do make me laugh, mate. Right, I'm going to see if I can press a few buttons here and see what's going on here. I think the goal's confirmed. Yeah, you might be hearing the remnants of the background music there. That might be turning off. That should be off now, mate. Thank you for your help. I appreciate it. So I need to do that. I need to change the score ticker. It is Everton 2. Everton 2, Liverpool 0. What score this is. Just drag that down there. I can edit that right now. And see, there's another comment in the chat there. I'll be right back to read that in just a moment, guys. Correct that. It's 2, not 12. Not 12, it's 2. That would be a hell of a score, wouldn't it? Alexander-Arnold is with the ball pretty much in the left-hand side here. Don't know if they've made substitutions. Don't know if Robinson's gone off, but it looked very weird to see Trent in that position just there. Van Dijk and McAllister is going towards the right-hand side. They're going to need a response quickly, Liverpool, I feel. So that's the score ticker correct. See Van Dijk in there, given the instructions. What a weird start this half, because it's been mostly Liverpool with the ball, but from a simple set play, Everton are 2 up. Thank you, AFC always. The music has stopped. Yes, I could. I think I was trying to be flash and I forgot to hit a button. That's what it was, mate. Right, Diaz with a header down, ball in the penalty area. Robinson's still on the pitch. There's a header on the near post, and it was Nunes, but it's gone out. It's gone out for a corner to Liverpool. And Robinson's going to take it. So did Trent just end up supporting him on that side, going a bit free perhaps in the midfield? Corner for Liverpool. Again, I don't think that quite went to plan for Liverpool. And the ball is in the hands of Jordan Pickford. Right. AFC always asks us, what are your thoughts on the slot machine as the possibility to take over from Klopp? Now, if this is the guy, is that the final quote you're talking about, mate? Because I'm honestly, anything in the Dutch league, I'm not going to know too much about. I struggle to watch all the Premier League games. In all fairness, yeah. I thought I read that story earlier on. I don't really have a comment on that one, to be honest. I will know. I do know this, that Klopp's has got some big shoes to fill, hasn't he? Let's be fair. You know, he's done a heck of a job for Liverpool, and yeah, he's going to be a big miss. That's for sure. Triple substitution for Liverpool on the 63rd minute. Right, so let's see if we can go through this. Right, see, Connect has been replaced. Who else has gone off? Jones and Supersly. I can't. Is that's gone too quickly? I'm going to check on the Sky Sports app in just a second. Ten Hag came from the Dutch league. Yeah, he came from Ajax, didn't he? Let's hope he turns out to be the same way. Well, it's funny with Ten Hag because he's in the FA Cup final with Everton are in for a third. It's deflected away. That was last ditch from Liverpool, and yeah, that's gone for a corner. Just going to try and confirm them substitutions as soon as I can, guys. I think it's Sly off. I think it was Jones off and Konate off. I need to confirm who's come on. Everton corner. Nothing initially. But they maintaining the position. There's the cross in. Tarkowski was down in the penalty area. Maybe Alexander Arnold did get a flick on that as it gone behind for another corner. So yeah, Jones, Supersly, and Konate off. One come, Kwanzaa, Elliott, and Endo. Okay. McNeil with another corner for Everton. That one has gone. Oh, I wonder if that's got another deflection. Is that another corner for Everton? Did it come off a Liverpool head? It may have done. Yeah, I agree with this. Totally AFC always. Absolutely agree with this. Let me put the comment on the screen for you. The pressure was on Liverpool tonight. Now the pressure is very much on Manchester City tomorrow. And I will be in position here tomorrow evening for Brighton against Manchester City. Be a heck of a game. I believe Haaland's out for Man City from what I understand. Oh, goodness me. Goodness me. So close for the third goal there for Everton. Corner came in. Tarkowski with a flick. I think it was 10.5, mate. There, Braithwaite with the effort went just wide. Michael trying to get something in this attack for Liverpool. Going to go out wide to Luis Diaz. Going to try and cut inside, but the shot was easily deflected. It was Ben Godfrey, the former Norwich man, who got that one away. Liverpool going to keep on going, and Elliott goes on the right-hand side. Salah is in the penalty area. He's gone down. Pickford getting quite aggressive with Mo Salah there, actually. Looked like a clean tackle for me. Tarkowski. Liverpool hopes is thinking, yeah. Header in for Liverpool. I think Everton are going to try and get this one away halfway line at the very least. At least it gives them a chance to get themselves back in a situation where they could defend properly. Alisson was right out of his goal there to try and sweep up. Deep cross from Alexander-Arnold that needed beating out by Pickford. There's Van Dijk, who's pretty much on the left wing right now. Nunez. It's going free. That's Trent again. Cross wasn't finding anyone that time. He moved that along. Again, Everton standing strong on a Liverpool attack. McNeil switched sides, trying to get the ball clear a little bit. It's only going to come right back up. Van Dijk. Again, Diaz has just ghosted past all the defenders. There's a shot. Oh, it's hit the bar. It's hit the bar. Wow. Salah. Another chance. Diaz. Robinson. Off Tarkowski for a corner. What a great effort from Luis Diaz that was. Cut inside. Defenders nowhere. It's hit the post. Robinson with the corner coming for Liverpool. It's going to be headed away at the near post. It was Calvert-Lewin who did that. And Elliott is going to try and play it ball back into the penalty area. Salah, his effort is getting deflection off an Everton player. Another effort on goal. Chaotic in that penalty area. Robinson with the cross in, and Pickford takes it out of the air like it's nothing. Everton aren't doing their chances of survival any harm at all by this. It's a good performance from the Merseyside club. I will see if I can endeavour to find the other scores. We're in the 70th minute here. It's 2-2 at Old Trafford. It's a penalty kick from Bruno Fernandes. That was on the 61st minute. 2-2 at Old Trafford. The other games are unchanged from when we left them. Wolves 0, Bournemouth 1, and Palace 1, Newcastle 0. As it stands, Everton are in 16th place in the league. And in the relegation zone, it's Luton, Burnley and Sheffield United. Thank you for everyone who's still hanging around in the stream, by the way. I much appreciate all of you. Again, if you're watching on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button and give us a like. It really helps us out. Diaz with another ball into the penalty area. Everton are only going to clear it only as far as going to the left-hand side. And Diaz again. Robinson in the penalty area. He's fluffed his lines terribly there, mate. The Scotsman gets his lines wrong completely there. And that's Peter Reid in the crowd there. Kenny Dalglish. Everton with some much needed possession, but they've literally just gifted it straight back to the Liverpool left back. Gets the play started again with the throw on. Van Dijk going beyond the halfway line. They're going to need to put bodies up, I think, here. They're going to have to take it a bit of a chance, though, to maintain any sort of hope here. Alexander-Arnold. Going to look for the ball. Elliott. Big ball into the penalty area. Again, it's easily away. I think Godfrey got in the way of that. Caught up in my wires, eh? Pickford being spoke to by the referee. Thinks he's wasting the time. Right, so we have a substitution for Everton. Right, Idrissa Gueye is coming off. Who's going to be replacing him? Nearly in the 75th minute of the game. It's a rapid, I can't say the word. Rapid reception by the Goodison crowd. And Onana is on. Madu Onana. Pickford getting the play underway again with a goal kick. Liverpool turning it up to the other end of the field there. Oh, it's an offside flag going up against Calvert-Lewin. That's a bit of a shame. Yeah, probably important to bear in mind that Liverpool have scored a lot of goals in this period of the game. 27 goals from 75 minutes to the 90 plus. So it's be foolish to rule Liverpool out of coming back from this. But they've got it all to do. Yep, Pickford receives the header off the defender quite easily. Again, that looked a rush clearance from Liverpool, that. Everton just need to take their time. Ashley Young there at left back. They're sloppy in their possession. Hope they don't come back to bite them. Referee's going to award Liverpool with a free kick here. Man down on the halfway line there. Oh dear, getting tired, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a very, very long day. I think everyone's all up and running again. So I think we went through a VAR check there. I think everyone's all good. The plays continue with Diaz as the substitute for Liverpool. Alexander Arnold. In the penalty area, unfortunate deflection that Everton. (3-2) United against Sheffield United. Or is it? Who scored? It's Fernandes again. It's a double for Fernandes. Got about 10 minutes to play. Back at Goodison Park, there's a ball in the penalty area. Headed away, I think, by Robinson. No, maybe I think come from Everton head. Liverpool getting the play underway very, very quickly again. It's going to go to nothing though, because Pickford's got the ball in his hands. About 10 to play. Wow, of course, yeah. This is the last Merseyside derby to be played at Goodison Park, isn't it? They'll be moving to their new stadium next season. Luis Diaz for Everton trying to come inside, keeps possession. Alexander Arnold with an ambitious effort, to say the least. Way off target, that one. Looks like a final throw of the dice there for Liverpool. Does look strange that they're bringing another defender on, though, with Gomez. Timikas is the other one who's coming off. That's the other left back, isn't it? As Liverpool try and pass that way around the back, they've got about 8 minutes plus injury time to save themselves there. Amy, remind me, where do everyone need to subscribe to? Thank you very much, Amy. The big cross come in, but easy for Pickford. Elliott's going to need to do much better than that. They want to save themselves there. They're going to need to do much better than that cross. There's a player down there, a bit of a strong tackle, but Godfrey's played the ball off the Liverpool defender there. I'm trying to figure out who that was. Decorah, isn't it? Decorah on a very strong tackle from Kwanzaa. It's been rolling around like there's no tomorrow. They're replacing Alexander Arnold. Wow, I don't quite believe what I'm seeing there. I know he's had his injury issues and stuff like that, but in an effort to get back into this game, Liverpool have taken off Alexander Arnold and Robinson to replace them with Gomez and Tsimikas. I'm not sure that's the right message that the Liverpool fans are going to be wanting. What do you think, guys? Mrs. M escapes to the kitchen just from home. I think she's had a commentary. Bit of a scrap going on. Nunes there and Godfrey, I think. Ball still in play. Hoyland's got in the score sheet as well for United. It's 4-2. And a second goal for Crystal Palace. Mateta. That's in the 88th minute, I think. Yeah. Crystal Palace continuing their good couple of results. They turned over West Ham over the weekend. Excuse me for yawning, guys. It's been a very long day. AFC is saying in the chat the Klopp looks like he's given up. I don't think it's a very positive message, do you, when you're trying to get back into the game and you're replacing your fullbacks? Do you know what I mean? I don't think that's really gonna fly, really. I mean, did he have any other choices? Let's just have a quick look just for fun. I mean, they've replaced 3 of the back 4 that started. I know a lot of the Liverpool fans think very, very highly of Bobby Clark and Jayden Dance, but obviously these are 2 very, very young players. The only other one there's Gravenberch. So yeah, maybe they're a bit restricted in their options, perhaps. Wolves against Bournemouth is finished. It's 1-0 to Bournemouth in that one. There's a red card in that as well. To Bournemouth. That might have ramifications. Looks like the Bournemouth left back has been sent off. Milos Kerkas? I'm not sure how to say that one. Oh, it's a player, isn't it? Is it James Gardner in the heap in the attacking half for Everton? Just outside the penalty area, that. It's Endo with the tackle, I think. Oh dear. What it is, with only like 2 minutes of the scheduled 90 to go. It is a free kick just outside the penalty area. Free kick to Everton. What are they going to do? Are they going to try and have an effort goal here? Ashley Young's with it. Quick tap ones. Oh, Ashley Young, what have you done there, mate? That was embarrassing, to be fair. From an experienced player, it's a lot better than that. What on earth has he just done there? Free kick was wild, ridiculous. Yep, we've got another comment in there. And cheers, Dave, always for being here and contributing to the stream. We appreciate you, mate. Looks like Ten Hag survives yet again. I can't see him being there next season. Southgate incoming. Well, yeah, could be. Could very well be. Godfrey with a good bit of defending there for Everton. It's going to be a corner to Liverpool. 89th minute. Going into the 90th. In its wings. Elliot. Oh, that's a good save again, Pickford. Touch off the chest. And the shot there from the substitute. Left-footed drive. Pickford with the extended left hand gets it away. It's good from him. Second corner. And it goes in the penalty area again. It's a head up and Salah misses out on that one. It's Gomez. There's the ball in the penalty area. There's the flicked header. It's 5 minutes to play of injury time. 5 to play in this game. I think Liverpool have been caught offside. And the player of the match has been given to Dominic Calvert-Lewin, the Everton striker, rewarded for leading the lines. Got a goal himself today. Braithwaite opened the scoring, and I believe, if my memory is correct, Liverpool have been done by 2 set plays tonight. Might get done again here for the third goal. What does Calvert-Lewin do here? He's fighting with McAllister. Side flag goes up, but I'm not sure. Everton are going to mind that. And Mateta with the ball for Crystal Palace. That's well into injury time as well. Palace 2, Newcastle 0. It's a full-time score now, guys. Hopeful cross flung into the penalty area by Liverpool. But I've got to say, yeah, I know Pickford's made a few saves, right? But have Liverpool seriously troubled them? Probably not. As Everton are going to waste a little bit of time here on the free kick. Yellow card shown by Diaz, or to Diaz. Going a little bit hysterical, the lad there. McAllister in the book as well. Looks like they're losing their discipline. And I think the man of the match is just about to be replaced. Calvert-Lewin getting the applause. Yep. Yusuf Emirates. So as we are going to try and wrap up this stream now, ladies and gentlemen, I need to eat my dinner now. So with about a minute to play, I do want to say a massive thank you to all of you who have been watching Gooner Gathering this evening. Really appreciate yours and your support on your way out of the stream tonight. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. Make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel. AFC always in the chat. Let me put your comment up. So far, it's been good for us. Now Liverpool have lost. Let's hope City lose or draw tomorrow night. All we've got to do is focus on 4 games remaining, starting with Tottenham on Sunday. Win, 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 win. I think he means the games and not the dog. Into time added on for the time added on. So if you enjoyed my form of commentary and bad jokes and all that sort of stuff, guys, be sure to join me tomorrow night for Brighton against Manchester City. I'm sure we'll have a good time, and I'm definitely not going to burst into song at any stage during the game tomorrow. As the full-time whistle has blown at Goodison Park in the final Merseyside derby to be played at the old ground. Braithwaite and Calvert-Lewin are the scorers. Everton with a 2-0 win. What an important win that is as they try and fight the drop. I'll do our social medias once more before I jump back into the comments section. So big up to Posh Bertie, of course, who was with us earlier on for the review part of the stream. You can find him, of course, at Posh Bertie. He also takes care of Gooner Gathering's Instagram account. Of course, you can find me at Goonerly Meads. You can find me and the rest of the team at Gooner Gathering. And yeah, of course, we've got the TikTok channel where all the fun clips go on. And we'll have one quick look at the comments section once more. If the button worked for me, that would be ideal. Have a little patience. AFC always is calling it a night now. Well, so are we, mate. I'm about to have my dinner. So I appreciate every one of you being in there tonight, guys. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow for Brighton versus Manchester City. Have a good night, guys. Take care of yourselves. Gooner Gathering will see you really soon. So have a good evening. And yeah, see you tomorrow.